Hey, again, it's the same night. It's been like 20 minutes since I did the last one. That's why I'm wearing the same shirt. You don't have to freak out and all this stuff. Today's Sunday. Yesterday, I spent pretty much the entire day watching the YouTube feed from Griff's in Las Vegas with the U.S. Open banks. I usually don't like watching bank pool that much. I like playing it. I usually don't like watching it. I think it probably just mostly makes me feel bad that I'm not as good as those guys are. Maybe sometimes it's a little bit boring to watch when it ends up being like all offense. It gets kind of boring for me, kind of like nine ball does for me sometimes. Although I hate when they start playing safety in nine ball. Jeez. Well, yesterday I was watching bank pull all day, and there's a pool table here, so I'm also shooting, and I was shooting really really well yesterday. I went several hours not missing this shot that I just missed. This was yesterday, and just working on my slow speed accuracy and what are the angles that I need for slow speed. I kind of know the angle for a harder speed, a more firm speed bank, but a slower speed. What do I need there? One of the things that really helped also yesterday, I thought that ball was going to go in, was that I was just unbelievably tired. I ended up working over 30 hours from Thursday morning until late Friday morning. And even on Saturday, I'm just wiped out. My circadian rhythm, it was just all screwed up. And last night, I didn't know if I was really tired or not tired at all or whatever, but I was definitely slow. What the hell was that? Don't know what that was. Did y'all hear that? No telling. Oh, my Alexa doing something stupid.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, see, she's doing something stupid. Where was I before I was so rudely interrupted? What I was thinking about was the times in my life when I've been injured or sick or, I don't know, tired, haven't really felt like myself. A lot of those times have been when I've shot really well. And I think for me, it's because it slowed me down. Yesterday, I shot as well as I've shot in a long time, but I was moving really slowly just because I felt like I was just wiped out, just so tired. A couple of years ago, my feet were absolutely killing me, and so I was moving really slowly. And I ended up winning an eight ball tournament at my local pool hall, annual eight ball tournament. A big reason for that is because I was just being slow and gave me more time to think about not being so stupid sometimes. And that helps. It helps me a lot. But, go back 85 million years, I had mono. And I didn't leave my couch for like a week, except to go to the bathroom, I guess. And then one time, you know, a girl came by my apartment, the same one that probably gave me mono, and I'd say, "Dad, I'm sick. Sorry, go away." And I was still sick and went in to Big John's there in Omaha, uh, like the big pool hall in Omaha back then anyway. And won several $100s in a nine ball tournament. Being sick with freaking mono. I've had issues with dental pain at times. sometimes that can get completely debilitating, but sometimes it just makes me just want to slow down and not be running around the table and all that. And again, it helps. I was thinking about all this and thinking about, my buddy Tony. He has not made any secret of the fact that he's been playing in quite a bit of pain lately. But he's not taking that and like making that an excuse. He's never said anything like, well, if I wouldn't have been in pain, I would have won. He's taking it in stride, and he's still showing up. He showed up at U.S. Open. He's probably going to show up at Buffalo's here in a week or so whenever they have that tournament. He's still out there playing all that through this pain that he has. And Tony has earned a lot of respect from a lot of people just because of things like that. Felt like I missed that shot. I felt like I missed it. I'm absolutely not going to advocate. Although I think I did jokingly once, like injuring myself on purpose. Each for me to say to slow myself down, like have Tanya Harding come at me with a hammer and bust my knee up. So I walk more slowly and have more time to think about not being stupid. I don't think I really want to do that. But I don't know. I kind of think if I ever had a time where that was going to miss. See, sometimes when I say I'm going to miss, I really do miss. I think if I ever had a time when I was like feeling great, and everything's good, and all my parts are working correctly and all that, I'm not sure I'd know what to do with myself. Yeah, and I probably wouldn't shoot very well. Because I seem to need just a little bit of distraction to slow me down. And I know I've said several times that I don't want to play with distractions. But the distractions I'm talking about in those cases are usually things like pretty girl, loud ass music, loud ass drunk, weird ass football people over here. The distractions caused by myself and my own whatever problems I'm having, they're usually not debilitating distractions. But now I'm going to hit that wrong all the time. Not trying to adjust, just like in the last video I just did, where I'm shooting long straight-in shots. Just trying to let my inner pool player, what the hell is going on? I'm watching the cue ball. The cue ball getting spin on it that I didn't want to put on it. Is the cue ball rolling perfectly straight? Yeah, I'm still missing. Did I miss because the 6 isn't hitting that rail where I want? Or because my judgment of what was going to happen wrong? And that, is my judgment in that case. Perfectly fine. I don't know these pocket speed banks nearly as well as I need to, as I want to. So, yeah. This is what I do. I don't go out a lot. Even when I go out, it's like to play like one guy or a tournament or go to New Orleans for a week. It's stuff like that. It's not like I'm out every night of the week trying to match up against people and all that. I'm just not interested in gambling that much. I just like to play, and I like to feel like I'm improving something. That one I judge it just by hitting it harder which was not the right thing to do. Should have adjusted it by changing my aim point down there is what I should have done. I'll try to do that this time. Yeah, that's a good shot. I thought it was a good shot. Still think it was a good shot. It just didn't go in. So that was a judgment issue. I have an idea for a video that's been bouncing around in my head about commentators on matches, pay-per-view tournament matches, things like that. There are so many things that annoy me about some of the commentators. But I don't want to, I'm not a commentator, so who the hell am I to tell people what they should or shouldn't do? One of the guys in the tournament yesterday said he's not for everybody. He freely admitted he's not for everybody. Somebody had disagreed with him. One of the commentators, or one of the commenters had disagreed with his commentation. I didn't read what he said or whatever, but he's like, well, yeah, I'm not for everybody. He freely admitted that, and that's what kind of what. Of course, then the guy, I didn't see him, but he's like, well, if you don't like what I said, let's play for money. Okay, I've made a video about how stupid stuff like that is, but that's, again, just me. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to do the commentator video because it would be tough for me to say anything without people being able to figure out pretty quickly who I was talking about. Anybody that watches a lot of videos, there's only a handful of commentators that you hear, and some people will say the same kind of stuff all the time, and it annoys me all the time. There are a few people where I just hit the mute button because I can't stand the sound of their voice. And one guy, yeah, that's the case. Another guy apparently is always drunk, or he's an idiot, one or the other, or both. So I just hit the mute button. And then the other ones it's probably just things that rub me the wrong way and not anybody else. Or it's just, there's a cat there now. I don't know if you can see the cat. But when she starts rubbing against my feet when I'm trying to shoot, all bets are off. Anytime I make a ball, when newbie's down here rubbing against my feet, I really feel like I've accomplished something. Man, overcompensated like hell on that shot. Now, overcompensated a little bit on that shot. That's just what I'm doing tonight. I'm watching a movie, trying to practice on some stuff that I know I need to practice on. I practiced on the straight-in shot, and I did a video about that. I'm also just practicing on, the pocket speed accuracy. So before I was practicing harder shot accuracy, now it's pocket speed. Not a big deal. Just gives me something to do, and it feels more productive than just throwing balls out and shooting them. Although I do that a lot as well. Yeah. Yeah, she's still there. I think I'm going to have to stop the camera. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Is I want the ball to just barely plop in. I know I've talked about this in videos before. Kitty, watch out. That if I'm playing bank pool and this ball had not quite made it, it would be hanging right here. And guess what? I didn't sell out. If I'm playing one pocket and I hung a ball right like that in my pocket, instead of making it, my opponent's got to deal with it. So there's a lot of times that pocket speed is better than, for me, there's a lot of times that pocket speed is better than my best, most accurate speed. And like I said, I made a video about that. But that's what I'm working on. I'm working on my pocket speed stuff, and that's what this video was. Bye, guys.